Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, the 13th. And let's get right into our economic data. For those of you that are new, this is our pre-market analysis for QOL Trading. If you are new, subscribe to the channel by hitting that bell so you can get future notification for any other videos that I post. Also, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Go down into the description area and you can join our Discord community for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. And you can also go to our website at QOLTrading.com where you can view some other one-on-one mentorships or group mentorships that we offer as well. So let's get into it. Economic data for this morning. Core CPI numbers, 0.2% month over month and 0.2 and 2.4% year over year. I think that should be positive for the market. Let's just see how it's going to be reacting right now. Let's get into the broader markets here. Again, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Yeah, so far the market likes that news. Looking at a 15-minute on the ES here. We did break this channel here that I had drawn. It was like a consolidation channel. I knew that I felt that was kind of coming. We lost the 20-day and the 50-day SMA yesterday, sitting at 69.39. We did create a nice little speed zone here on the downside, and we have a point of control level that's open now on the upside here, sitting at 68.8666. So the market does push up. I would not be surprised if you get a little resistance up here at that level. You are sitting below the 100-day SMA as well at 68.80. So in order to get higher, in order to push higher today, we're going to have to regain some certain levels that we lost yesterday. So right now, I would say that your bias has got to be any kind of pop you get, fade those pops. But you got to see how the market's going to respond today. Definitely big significant selling going on yesterday, especially after the close. So you have to respect that, and probably going to get a little more of the residual sell-off today in the morning for at least. So I would say want to hold this 68.14.5 level first. If you lose that, you're going to come down to 67.71.5, which is December's lows. If you lose those December lows, I think you can move on down to 66.39.25 for today. It's a possibility you can get all the way down there. I didn't see much support. If we can go out here to the 4-hour, I did not see much support in here. You could draw some levels here that could give you a little support in there before 67.71. Maybe I would say could get some support down there at 67.96 before that 67.71 if you did lose those levels here. It's I would say that you want to get some bounce. It looks like it's you were starting to get some support right now at these levels right now. But if you did lose the 68.14.5, 67.96, 67.96.75 is your next level, and that was the low from February 6th. And then if you lose that, you come down to 67.71.5, and then below that, that's where you start losing some levels here. Maybe I think you get a level support down here, which was November 2020, November 25th, 67.33. And then I'm just trying to see better level below that, 67.73. And then I think this would be a pretty decent level here, November 21st. Would be a better level also. Yeah, it's 67.33 if you did pull all the way back there today. This is November 21st, so I'm going to label that. So November 21st high. Okay, get that on the books there. So that'll be there on the downside. On the upside, though, nice little speed zone we created here yesterday. And what I mean by speed zone is when you have that straight down candle here, just like you had the straight up candle, there's no support. So if you look at these two candles right here, they're mirror. It's like a mirror of each other, straight up, straight down. And what that does is when you have that straight down, it's a combination of people covering their longs and then getting a new position on your getting a short position, right? Well, the same thing happens on the way up. So now if you start regaining certain levels here, you have people covering their shorts and also getting into new positions, getting long, right? So, but there are certain levels here that you're going to have to regain in order for that to happen here. So like right now, you've got, so we're sitting here below the 100-day moving average at 68.80. You want to recapture that. You know, the 50 and the 20-day SMA are way up at 69.37. So you're gonna you want to recapture that in order to really get that bullish move back into new highs. But you know, when you have this big sell-off like this, it definitely creates a nice speed zone for it to move on the upside. So right now it's a little indecision here. It's a 4-hour chart that we're looking at here. We can see what the 15 minutes doing here for us right now. So it's trying to push higher. You know, we still have this point of control here. If I show you, that's open. That created an open point of control from yesterday right here. So there's a good chance if we push into that 68.86, 66, that you get a lot of resistance there, right? So I'd like to see that kind of push, and I'd like to regain that and get a little push for the weekend, right? So anyways, that's pretty much it for the ES. Let's get into the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is going to be a pretty similar chart as well. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you can get future notifications for videos, and then hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Same thing on the NASDAQ. I had this channel here, and that's highlighted in yellow. You see the upper channel, lower channel. We broke that yesterday, and then actually we broke the channel from down from up here at 25,150, and this point of control, just like the ES was created yesterday. Let me fix these charts. I don't know why they keep freezing on me. Off. Okay. So we created another point of control yesterday here for the NASDAQ at 24,901. So same thing like the ES. If you push up into this 24,901, you could get some resistance. Just like when I show you the point of controls on Tesla, when you're below the market, these levels of point of control, they become a supply area. When you push up into it, that you'll get a little resistance up there. And if a point of control is below us, and you push and you pull down into that area, it becomes a supply area. So I would suspect if you do push here, that could be the first line of headwinds for today. So you want to hold this weekly low at 24,680. If you lose that, I think you're going to quickly come down to this August high, 24,495. And if you lose that, you have a July high sitting at 24,300 for the next line of support on the downside there. On the upside, if you do push and you regain this 24,901.76, I think you push into February's high, February 5th's high of 24,960.75. And I think if you regain that, I think you're going to quickly move up into this October low, 25,053. And if you regain that, I think you're pushing back up into this lower channel line that I drew yesterday at the 25,052, 25,152.25 before you get more resistance right there. But if you go back and you look at these, this upward move right here got replaced. It's almost like you're looking at a mirror. So good anticipation that this could potentially retrace itself, right? So that'd be good. Maybe get some shorts trapped down here and then have a nice little short squeeze up. So let's take a look at Tesla. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that thumbs up, and then also hit that bell so you can get future notifications. Tesla, we spoke about in the morning. Mirror image of the previous day. So we had an open point of control yesterday morning that I had on the charts that I spoke about that was created, and it was 424.93. So I said in the morning, I was hoping for a pop, and I went over my options, the puts. I wanted a nice pop, so my options would be a little cheaper, so I could take a short, so we could pull it back down to this 24.93. And then I also said, how I say that when you have these pointy controls, they act as a support level when he gets down there. But I said even yesterday that I would be wary on this becoming a support, because you lost, in order for this to get down here to this point of control from yesterday, you were going to be losing that 20-day SMA. So if you're going to be losing that 20-day SMA, that was going to tell me that there could be more downside coming, even though you were going to hit this point of control. So I did play that exactly how I wanted to. I did take some shorts. I got out of them earlier, but then I re-entered the trades later on and made some decent money yesterday. So we'll go over that trade right now. But what I have for today, I think, looking at Tesla is like the same thing that I was talking about with the ES and the NASDAQ. Created a nice little speed zone here yesterday. So if we can recapture some of these levels, I think Tesla could get some shorts trapped down here. All these shorts down here, if we can get a nice push, you can regain these levels and get a push back up into these, maybe this 424, 2493 level, back up into this 20-day SMA. On the downside, I think you want to hold this for 411.78, and then this midline regressional trend line. You see how it's holding all the way down here. I'd like to see maybe in the morning, ideally, I'd like to see a pullback, get some more shorts in the picture down here, get the shorts stuck, and then have a nice slingshot higher later on in the afternoon after everybody gets short, right? So I like this level of 411.06. If we lose that 411.06, I think we come back down here to November 18th high of last year at 408.09. That's an ideal high level to get long. If we lose that, I think we come to 407.29. I think if we lose that level, I think the longs are going to be over for the time being, and you're going to come back down at 402.43 and possibly even the 399.18 level. So we are getting a little pre-market push right now, which is telling me maybe we get a push, and you may want to, if we do get a push into this 419.99, it's a possibility that could fail, right? But we still have 45 minutes till the market opens. So ideally, my bias, what I'd like to see this morning is a sell-off in the morning for it to hold, and then a rally later on in the afternoon. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. So if we do that, and then we can regain some of these levels here, like even this 418 level, this is a good line in the sand. I like this first 418 level to push up, into these highs that were set in January of 2025. That's going to be a major level to get through. And if we can get through those two levels right here, I think we can push back into the 20-day SMA again, right? So that's something to be watching right there on Tesla. So let's get into the 5-minute opening trade from yesterday. It was a doozy again. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also go down to the description, join our Discord community for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. And also you can go to my website at QOLTrading.com for other information about our company here. So let's look at the 5-minute opening range trade yesterday. So like I spoke about yesterday, when I came into the market, yesterday, I had all eyes on this point of control that was set from the previous day at 424.93. This was the ideal play that I wanted yesterday. It came back and it touched this point of control that I did not take off my charts from the previous day, from January 30th at 434.71. So you could see it was definitely showing, big sellers up here at that level. So that's a pretty decent level. I'm going to leave that up there on the charts because of what it did yesterday. And so when the market rallied up yesterday, I was not getting long at all. I was waiting until it hit this level again. I got short, stalled a little bit, actually got through this level, stalled a little more. I got out of the trade, short little winner, and then I got back in when I saw a nice little fail on the downside here. So the range yesterday on the 5-minute opening range, we had some decent volume again on that range. Let me see if it was typical range. Yeah, about 2 million shares. So when you get 2 million shares in the first 5 minutes, it's not bad at all. So the range on yesterday's 5 minutes was 429.71 to 434.85. So about $5 range, not a horrible range. And then you finally broke it again at about a little before 9 o'clock. You broke it, and then you pop back in, and then you had that final break, which gave you that confirmation at 9:30. So about an hour after the market opened. And so then once you broke, once you broke that low of 429.71, it was straight downhill, right? So again, another $15 move on the downside. So 2 days in a row, you could have gotten some big, significant moves. 20 the previous day, another 15 yesterday. And how does this translate into the option side of things? So how it translates, a good rule of thumb is for every dollar the equity moves, you can figure 50 cents, 40 to 50 cents on the premium price. So if it moved $15 yesterday, you can figure whatever premium price you got in at, you were making about $7 on your premium. So if you bought, let's say the premium opened up at, a dollar, for example, and then the market sold off like it did yesterday, you would have made, $700 on a one lot, right? So, the goal is for your process to stay the same and your balance of your account to increase, so you can increase your lot size. So you trade the same system, but as your balance increases, you increase your lot size. So you just do the same thing over and over again, rinse and repeat. So for today, it's going to be today's expiration, right? So today's Friday. So it's the 13th, February 13th. And I'm going to start with 420 call expiration. So you can see the premium price closed at $3.30. And we are below the close yesterday, kind of right at it. So I anticipate this premium price to open up lower, maybe in the $2 range. So I may change this premium, the call price to 415, because I like to be trading in at least the $3 range. So the increments move like 5 cents a move, right? And then I'll have the 415 puts up here, and these closed at about 375. So I anticipate these are probably going to open up in the $3 range somewhere, maybe I would say probably close to where it closed yesterday, maybe a little lower, depending on where we open up in 45 minutes. So that's where I'm going to start. It could change as the market moves and, price action, moves the market a little bit. So because I like to keep the premium, in at least the $3 range. So if we start dipping in the $2 on a certain premium, I'll probably change the strike price on that. So anyways, that's going to be it for today. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that bell so you can get future notifications on other videos. Go down in the description so you can join the Discord community for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. I've noticed also throughout the day that people have been getting on the Discord channel and going into the live trading room later on in the day. Just so you know, the trading, I only do the live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the latest. Some days are earlier than others, but take advantage of it while you can. Right now, it's currently free, and I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing that. It probably will not be doing it for free until into March, rather. So take advantage of it while you can. I go over this 5-minute opening trade along with some other advanced strategies that I have, and I call out where I'm taking my trades, and I talk about where my stops are going to be, I take profits, etc. So again, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and hit that bell over there so you can get future notifications for the videos. And go on over to the website, QOLTrading.com. If I don't see you in the trading room, have a fantastic weekend. I'll probably make a video on Sunday to talk about the week ahead. And if I don't see you there, I will see you on Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. for pre-market analysis. Have a great trading day and have a fantastic weekend. And happy Valentine's Day tomorrow.